All right, so I want to walk you through a trade that I took earlier today just to show you how powerful the footprint chart can be, like how amazing of an instrument it really is. So first of all, we're on gold here, gold futures. We're in a clear uptrend, as you can see, clear trend. Number one, perhaps the most important, follow the trend, look for a clear trend, follow the trend. So you can see we were ranging here. We had this very bullish candle and then we started ranging, and that's what I was looking for. Now, let's go to ATAS, ATAS. It's the platform that I'm using right now. And let's look at all of this. This looks a bit overwhelming. I did a full video explaining exactly what a footprint chart is. I'll put the link in the video in the comments. But what was I looking at here? So first of all, we had this very bullish breakout here of this little range, right? Very bullish candle. And what you can see already is that you had a negative delta, meaning there were more sellers, market sellers, aggressive sellers in that candle, and yet it went super bullish, right? Clearly. Now, that is what you would call a divergence, right? Between what the delta is doing, meaning there's more sellers, and what price is doing. Price is going up, although there is more sellers. Now, I'm not going to enter from the top of that candle, right? Because my stop loss would be all the way down here, then my take profit has to be super high. I'm not going to do that. If it keeps on going, good for whoever's long, but often what happens after big candles like this is on the 5-minute time frame, by the way. Often what happens is that price is going to range, at least for a few candles. Here it ranged for about 11:15 to almost an hour, right? 40 minutes. So I was hoping for a range to occur, and I didn't want price to go up because I was fairly confident that price was going to keep on going up, but I just could not enter from the top of that candle. Although it was already a quite interesting signal for me. Now, okay, what happens within that range? So you can see I've circled here, in these yellow circle, all of the clues that I'm interested in, that are giving me kind of ideas that the shorts are not doing well. Obviously, this bullish candle with aggressive shorts is a good clue. You can see that here you had big imbalances here, 107 sellers versus 39 buyers at this particular level. And these sellers were immediately trapped. Price went right up. So I have trapped sellers and they're being absorbed by limit orders in this area as well, right? So we push up. Then what happens? We have a red candle, and at the bottom of that red candle, again, huge aggressive sellers trapped at the bottom immediately because we go back up, right? Big imbalances, selling imbalance, 61 versus 11 buyers, 42 sellers versus 16, 45, 8. 37.3. It's imbalanced. It's in favor of the sellers, right? Because there's more sellers. And yet the candle does go down, but these guys are stuck here. I'm not entering at this point because what I'm waiting for is this negative delta plus bullish candle. We're going to get to it. Now we keep on ranging a little bit. We can see that longs are being absorbed at the top because you have a lot of longs here. You have a imbalance towards the longs, right? You have a lot of longs versus not a lot of shorts. So I was seeing already that we did have some absorption at the top, but I'm still betting for longs, right? Because we're in a strong bullish trend. Now, what happens here? We get to the bottom of that range. And again, you can see 40, this is some basic support and resistance that I drew, by the way. 43 sellers, right? We're red here, we're red, 16 versus 1, 12 versus 0. 43.16, trapped at the bottom, and we still go up. We have a bullish delta. Now, what happens? This is the candle that made me getting the trade. So again, we had all of these trap shorts in the circles here. And what happened in this candle? Again, we have a bearish delta, right? Minus 28. So we have more market sellers than market buyers. Yet the candle is bullish. Let's go back maybe to the chart. It's this candle right here. This candle right here had a negative delta, and yet it was bullish and somewhat engulfing actually of all of these previous candles. We did have some absorption at the top of that candle, but that was my confirmation. And I told myself, this is where the discipline comes. I said, I really want to long this. I was tempted to long even here. I said, no, wait a second. You're going to wait for your last confirmation. a delta divergence. More sellers than buyers, and yet the price goes up, because that told me that even though there were more sellers, they were being absorbed by limit orders. Okay? And again, at the bottom, they're all at the bottom, these sellers, and they fail every time. Sellers at the bottom, right? The big sellers are all at the bottom and they're being trapped. The more you're trapping sellers, the more you're getting fuel for the market to go to the other way, right? In the other direction. Now here, it got a little bit worrisome because I saw that these 33 buyers here and even 10 at the top, we have some bullish imbalances here, and they got absorbed again. And I knew that was a possibility, but I said, listen, if I lose this trade, it's fine. I've waited for all of my confirmations. All of the clues were there. Sometimes the trade's not going to work out. It did work out, but I had here, again, you can see some longs at the top of that candle and bullish delta, negative candle. So that was a bit worrisome for me, but I just stayed in my trade. And we have this candle that goes a bit lower. My stop loss was below this orange line, which is actually here, but below the lows essentially. This candle goes a bit lower. You get some bearish imbalances here, but then we finally have this candle, which breaks out, and the breakout kept on going. Okay, but so you can see all the clues I was looking for, and you can see the last really confirmation for me is to have bearish delta, bullish candle. The same way here, you have extremely bearish delta and extremely bullish candle. But again, that was not an entry for me. I needed to wait for that range to have some shorts being trapped and absorbed towards the lower part of that range, and then wait for my divergence candle. And that's it. Listen, if you want to understand that a bit more, I did a full 20-minute video explaining in detail how the footprint chart works. You have an idea already with this video, but you can watch the other video. I'll link it in the comment. So you can click on that link and watch the full video to understand how to use this very powerful strategy. So I'll see you guys in the next video.